Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Championship game. Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Walker. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Walker now on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
Prescott on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cunningham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 25-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it looks like we've got a DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, 49ers 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They're on 23-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Walker. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McCoy. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
I'm ready to take off and back and stay.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Prescott's pass intercepted by the 49ers.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Walker, man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Walker. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Walker, the quick slant caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown, and the 49ers have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Press to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns matching up with the Las Vegas Raiders. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. On second and 11 now. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Cunningham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, it's Elliott, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Brings up second and 10.
They go to Elliott again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Being chased out left. And he's good. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they... And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Walker to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taking it about the 36. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A first down throw for Prescott. This throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Prescott now. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Walker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Walker. Looking sideline, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it with McCoy. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, Walker. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. Looking to throw. Walker. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Walker. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's what we are.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On third down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the gun, Walker. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Walker looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. Operating from the gun, Walker. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the gun, Walker. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Come on, let's go.
We got a plane to catch.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And for all all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this. NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.